What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Thursday, May 15th. Now in today's video, I'm going to talk about Dog Bitcoin possibly forming a bull flag. Now I'm going to share with you why this bull flag or bull flags have mimicked what's been going on with Bitcoin. Now, the reason I want to share this all with you is because right now all the metrics is telling me it's a strong bullish buy signal. I'm going to share with you two different indicators from two different websites that are giving you a hint that right now this is the very beginning of a bull run for Dog Bitcoin. But also, obviously, I want to talk about Kraken. But before we get into that, let's talk about the retracement of Dog Bitcoin and how it's actually done quite well in this recent pullback over the past 24 hours compared to other meme coins. So let's go ahead and smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. Now, you may have noticed that Dog has actually taken a dip. Over the past 24 hours, it's down 1.48%, which right now is at around 364 million market cap. Now, the reason we saw this sharp dip is because mainly Bitcoin took a huge dip. Now, look at this. This is actually Bitcoin's price, and it did take a sharp dip. But as you saw this major pump to the upside, you also saw it happen with Dog Bitcoin. So let's compare these two over the past 24 hours. You can see that right now Dog is underperforming, but that's okay. That's what we mention always on our channel, is that whatever happens to Bitcoin, good or bad, up or down, will ultimately affect every other altcoin and meme coins and Dog Bitcoin a little bit more. Over the past 7 days, Dog is still up 18%. Over the past month, still over 150%. And over the past year, over 63%. Overall, only down 18%. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed for Dog Bitcoin. But let's talk about Bitcoin first, because this is what I want to mention, which is that right now, Bitcoin, just Bitcoin itself, is forming another bull flag. We saw two bull flags as of right now. We saw the first bull flag happen in late April, and we're seeing another one happening right now as we speak. So pretty much we're seeing that the global M2 money supply is helping Bitcoin follow a trajectory to the upside, which we talk about a lot on our channel. But let's see who's actually buying, because right now the major pump that we're seeing within Bitcoin isn't leverage traders, believe it or not. It's mainly retailers just buying. So you see these sharp spikes, these green ones right here, these are mainly leverage traders placing either long or short positions within Bitcoin. And as you can see right now at this very moment, we're not seeing leverage traders place huge bids against Bitcoin's price or for Bitcoin's price. It's mainly retail buying up the dips, accumulating as much as possible. And, it's obviously not just retail, it's also institutions and ETFs as well. Now, I think this is the most interesting part, which is the meme ranking of Dog Bitcoin. As you can see, it's ranked number 152, but it has flipped AI 16 and Peanut the Squirrel. Both of these tokens have tier 1 centralized exchange listings, and also, to me, in my personal opinion, they're both scams. They absolutely paid a listing fee to be listed on these centralized exchanges. Dog flipped both of them. And so it's only down 0.79%, while these institutional, aka centralized exchange listed tokens are actually down. It's actually getting very close to SPX 6900, which is my main goal, to flip as soon as possible. Now let's look at altcoin market caps. As we mentioned before, Crypto Banter said the last time that we saw a golden cross for altcoin markets, which was 4 years ago, we saw 150x gains in the altcoin market, and you are most likely going to see that again, which would be a 28,000% increase just when this pump actually does happen. Now, in terms of Dog Bitcoin, you're seeing all the indicators from Markets Coinpedia. They're saying that everything, moving average crossover, oscillator, is a strong buy, bullish, strong buy. All the metrics are telling you that this is the time to accumulate as much as possible. We even have Crypto Twits HQ. Their sentiment indicators are signaling extremely bullish for Dog Bitcoin. That's the second tool. But here's another thing. Let's talk about Magic Eden. Have you noticed that all the runes are in green over the past 7 days? Well, guess what? Jack, one of the co-founders of Magic Eden, just said this yesterday. Holy Bitcoin, Ordinals and runes are heating up this week. Our daily volume grew 10x, reaching a high of $11.7 million on Monday. Even Solana News, who talks about only Solana tokens, anything happening on Solana, had to report on these massive gains. I want to share with you this clip by Lady of Crypto. Now, she's a YouTube influencer. Now, the reason I want to share this clip with you is because why do you need to get involved with Dog Bitcoin? And what would send Dog Bitcoin to the moon? Well, check out this clip and you'll understand why meme coins outperform every other utility token out there. This is the time to get in.
Here's what you need to know. It's not just about the meme. It's about the community around it. The meme is the spark, but the community is the explosion. These communities go militant on marketing. They shill harder than any VC-backed coin. They raid Twitter threads, spam exchanges and pressure listings. They don't need logic. They need momentum. And when that momentum hits, you get vertical, no top, holy smokes, what just happened kind of moves.
So what is that momentum? Well, the momentum can come from things like Kraken, right? It could be one of the things. We have odin.fun around the corner. We also have Slingshot integrating Bitcoin runes around the corner, but also tier 1 exchanges, because Kraken can be the very first exchange, tier 1, to list DOG for spot trading, which you already know whatever happens after Kraken listing it, OKX will follow, Bybit will follow. It'll be a cascading domino effect of amazing great things for tier 1's listings. So today we saw that Polis did receive a response from Peter, who is the asset listing principal over at Kraken, and he said good morning. And I mentioned to you over and over, pay attention to what Peter's doing. Peter doesn't reply to just anybody. He's responding to the dog army quite a bit, because not too long ago he said stay tuned, because someone requested that, listen, why aren't we seeing a dog spot listing? So in his response he said stay tuned, and that's why you're seeing a lot of engagement from Peter. He can't legally say that he's going to list the token, but he can absolutely engage with the community. So this is why I've decided to open an account with Kraken and deposit funds and spend at least 1 Bitcoin to buy a dog on spot listing once it's launched on day 1. That's my commitment to Kraken FX. That's not the only thing. Let's talk about the charting and analysis, right? This is what I'm actually seeing in terms of the weekly time frame. Now, what you will know is that regardless of the daily pressure from short sellers, there is relentless buying demand that continues to overpower them from retail. So when you see things like DOG dipping, like Bitcoin dips just recently over the past 24 hours to like $360 million, that's completely normal. That's short leverage traders. That's just leverage traders in general just battling it out. And I've told you over and over, all you have to do is just dollar cost average on those dips, sit on the sidelines and just wait. Because right now, this is looking like it's going to break above 460 million market cap. That everything is telling me that, especially with the MACD, with the golden cross over here, with the orange and blue line flipping. Now let's look at the daily time frame. Now this is what I want to talk about, which is the bull flags. Now remember what we saw earlier with Bitcoin's price. We saw 2 bull flags. We're seeing the exact same thing happen for DOG Bitcoin. So this is exactly where we are at. Now, what you also need to know is the moving averages. The 50-day moving average, which is this orange line right here, is still curving. Notice that it's still curving to the upside. It's not going back down, it's still going up. And that's because it's looking to flip and cross over the 200-day moving average. Until then, you're going to see DOG Bitcoin's price dip and touch the support level at around 340 million market cap, possibly multiple times, until it's within this wedge, until it breaks out. Now notice something. These are not engulfing candles. These are engulfing wicks to the downside. When I say engulfing wicks, that means that the wicks are more dominant. But that means that there's weak selling pressure. Whenever you see strong candlesticks or really big candlesticks, that means there's more dominant movement in that specific trajectory. Right now, the trajectory is leading to the upside. It's not leading to the downside. It's because the selling pressure is so weak. That's retail buying, by the way. That's all of retail buying against the short leverage traders. The short leverage traders are basically kind of struggling right now. They're trying to keep the price down and trying to bring it lower, but they can't because all the retail is buying up all the DCAing into those low prices. So this is the support level. But what's the worst case scenario? What is the worst case scenario? Could we see DOG Bitcoin's price take a sharp dip when we saw it drop around negative 50% here? Could we see the exact same thing? In my personal opinion, I don't think so, just because of what we're seeing on the moving averages and also the demand for DOG Bitcoin and possibly that tier 1 centralized exchange announcement happening from Kraken at any moment. So before we close it off, I just want to give a shout out to people that watch our channel, like 420, Dog AK30, and Prez. Thank you so much for tuning into our channel. He's been a big supporter of my channel. He even took a picture of my channel at an airport, which I really appreciate. And then also we have Crypto Grass, also tuning into Cryptolution, watching it in his home. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and I just want to give a shout out to both of you. So as a conclusion and statement, you're going to see always volatility with DOG Bitcoin. I've told you this over and over. You're going to see massive dips to even 340 million market cap. That's how these dips happen. But no matter what, the wicks are weak, meaning you're not seeing a lot of sell pressure from retail. Retail is buying. So please ignore all the things that are happening with leverage traders and the price. Just honestly, it's all manipulation. We already know, and I've already shown you a wallet that's been manipulating the price, trying to place like over 100 sell orders. So with that said, I just want you guys and girls to understand how dog Bitcoin is going to be over the next few days, even the possible week that's coming up ahead. But if you want to get all the updates, please, by supporting the channel, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding Dog on the Moon. Till then, see you guys and girls next time.